Hello everyone and welcome back to the JP on Comms YouTube channel for another all you need to know video. Of course, there's been a couple already this week, and just to put the cherry on the top and complete the hat trick, of course Maidstone have gone and announced the signing of Kevin Berkoe. You'll probably be seeing this video pretty soon after the announcement has been made. Of course, he has signed on loan till the end of the season, so in this video we're going to discuss all there is for you, the Maidstone United fan, to know about Maidstone's latest addition to the side. So, who is Kevin Berkoe? Well, he is a young 21-year-old left back, primarily a left wing back. We'll get onto that a little bit more in a moment, but he is of English and Ghanaian descent. He is coming in on loan from Salford, primarily featuring for their under-21 side this season and in previous seasons as well, but has also made a number of first team appearances in the cup competitions and in League 2 as well. So, of course, coming in from a pretty decent side in Salford, what has he got backing him up? What was his journey before he arrived at Salford and eventually, of course, to the Stones? Well, he did start off at the very prosperous and fruitful Chelsea Youth Academy back in the 17-18 season. He was signed to the Chelsea Youth Academy and he did end up moving to Wolves. Wolves, of course, another team known for developing young talent, obviously being able to sell players on very prosperously at times as well. That's how they've built themselves up in the Premier League, Wolverhampton Wanderers. So, of course, it's always a good sign to see he's got those two clubs there who do nurture young players very well. After leaving Wolverhampton Wanderers, he did move to Oxford United under 21s specifically, where he did feature in a few games before moving out on loan to Oxford City. Oxford City did have him on loan for a short while before he returned to Oxford United, and that is where he then left to transfer to Salford. Salford did have him for a little while before sending him out on loan once more to Telford. He has also featured on a loan at Altrincham as well, played a few games in the National League for Alty, and has played about 8 games or so for Telford in the National League North. This was a year or two ago, so he has got some recent National League experience, which of course is very good coming into this Maidstone side. Hopefully he's going to be able to make some big contributions in this last run-in towards the end of the season. Of course, Ryan Galvin has got a pretty lengthy injury which is being monitored by Sheffield Wednesday, and of course Jerome Binnon-Williams has got a short injury as well, so good to have a bit of cover if Binnon does come back in a pretty quick amount of time. But looking at Kevin Berkoe as a player, what is it that we may have seen in him to bring him to the Gallagher? What do we think that he's going to be able to contribute to this side? Well, from what I've been able to see online, and trust me, there's not too much of it. I've had to do some real digging here, going back through some academy archives and things like that, and youth games, academy games, development side games and stuff like that, trying to find any sort of clip that I can muster up with Berkoe involved. And to be honest, from what I have seen, again, it is quite a little amount, but I am quite impressed with what I've seen. He is quite left foot dominant, but playing on that left hand side, of course, that's probably not going to impact him too much. Quite similar to Ryan Galvin in his approach to playing a left back or left wing back position. Someone who's very, very much got a strong head for attacking intent. And at 21-year-old, he's someone who, of course, is still developing his game. He is coming to Maidstone to try and do that, get a bit more experience in the men's game, of course, try and contribute what he can in the final stages of this National League campaign. But I've been looking at some words that have been spoken by Salford fans and Wolves fans from back in the day as well, and it does seem that everyone's pretty much got good things to say about Kevin Berkoe. He was a very hot prospect about 4 years ago, just when he was leaving his late teens, and he's someone who's clearly got a pretty high ceiling, just hasn't really worked out for him as he's entered his 20s just yet. So I think he's going to be very hungry coming into this Maidstone side. He's about 5'10" from what I can find on a couple different sources online. So of course we're not really losing much height at that left back role there. Of course Binnon-Williams quite a bit bigger, but Galvin, not too much bigger than 5'10". I believe he's around that 6'1" ish. So fullback's not really too important when it comes to height. As long as his positional awareness is pretty good, then I think we'll be okay. But looking at him as a player in this Maidstone side, I think he's going to be playing in that left wing back role that we've seen quite a lot lately since Kobe has come under this caretaker role at the club. But for me, I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I think that someone who's got a very good attacking intent down the left-hand side, who's got a good engine on him as well as a young player, a hungry player, we're going to be seeing him get up and down quite a lot. Obviously, if he can help us score a few more goals and contribute to keeping a little bit more of a clean sheet at the back from time to time, then I think his job will be well done here at the Stones. But I've had it on pretty good accord that he is a very high quality player, and they're very excited to be having him for the rest of the season at the club. So, welcome very, very much Kevin Berkoe to the club. Wish you all the best in this spell that you're going to be having here at the Stones. And of course, everybody watching, I do hope you wish him welcome as well. But if you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much. It is only a short one. I am rushing, as you can probably tell. I've got somewhere to be, but hopefully you did enjoy the video nonetheless. So if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel. There'll be more videos just like this to come in the following weeks, should we announce any more players. If not, stay tuned for the other channel content that will be available in the time being. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.